everyone, so I asked on Twitter if you guys had any questions for me, and I did the same on Instagram, so I'm going to do a Q&A video now. So I have my questions on my phone, I have a crunch bar to snack on during the video, and in case anyone doesn't know what a crunch bar is, it is an awesome mixture of Rice Krispie chocolate goodness that is now melting in my fingertips. Ella Kilmartin says, what are your most recent emojis? Okay, my most recent emoji is a heart, a little pink heart, and then I have a wink face. By the way, I can't wink, if anyone didn't know that. Like, I genuinely look weird when I wink, look. Maybe I've gotten better, but you'll see in my vlog that's coming up that I cannot wink. Then I have a hearts and eyes face, and then I have a palm tree. Perks of Being Gabby says, what's the worst makeup disaster you've ever had? And I think this was like during the teenage discovering makeup time. So I went into Boots and I discovered the Barry M counter, and there are a lot of things to discover there. There are a lot of colors at the Barry M little stand thing. So I bought this bright blue glitter eyeliner, and it was baby blue but with silver glitter in it. I just wanted blue on my eyelids, and I literally, I didn't do like a subtle line, I just drew around my eyeball basically. But I think I was on the tube, and I saw this really super snazzy woman applying a MAC compact with a sponge, and I was like, oh, I just thought it was so cool. So I went to MAC. I didn't know you could get color matched for these things, so I just saw a compact and I thought the color was right. Turns out it was like 4 MAC shades darker than what I actually was, and I just bought that one, and it was the heaviest coverage, and at that time I didn't even need heavy coverage, MAC foundation that they had, and I'd apply it with a sponge and I would just swipe this orange foundation on my face, and then I had the blue eyeliner to go along with it, and at that point my mom had to get involved. Avani1 says, what is your one Avani1 says, what is your one wardrobe staple? What is my one wardrobe staple? I think that would have to be a playsuit slash jumpsuit, just because they're the easiest things to throw on ever. You don't need to think about what you're pairing with it. You don't need to think about anything. You don't need to think about the skirt and the top matching. You just throw it on, chuck on a pair of shoes. Sheridan Green 0211 says, what is your go-to nail or lip color at the moment? PS, love you and your videos, love from Australia. Hello. That was my best Australian accent there. Did you get that? I'm just going to answer this question in Australian for you. Actually, no, I'm not. Scrap that. Okay, my go-to nail color is this one, which is the Maybelline Superstay in Uptown Blue. I think I've spoken about this. You don't want to know how many times, okay? This is the Lipstick Queen Endless Summer Lipstick in Perfect Wave. So that's what I'm wearing now. I didn't really put on much there, I just dabbed it. Sadia X7 says, what is the worst look you had throughout your teenage years? I think it was the makeup look I just described, plus I had this kind of 2-piece tracksuity thing that was tight and then it went out at the bottom, and it was also had a round neck long sleeve thing, but it wasn't that was bad, and it was navy blue with little white printed flowers on it or something, and I used to hold on, let me just demonstrate. I used to tuck it in all the way up to here, and then I just used to walk around with a massive camel toe and my blue eyeshadow and my orange face, and it was just not a good look for anyone to see. BSCA91 asks, what do you find the most important in a relationship? I think there are so many different aspects in relationships and friendships that are important, and you kind of rank them on the level of importance, but the one thing that I find is just once you've broken that, then that is it, is the circle of trust. Once you break the trust, it's really hard to build that back up, especially for me, because I'll always have that little thing in my mind being can I actually trust this person? Looney Layer 21 says, if you could dye your whole head any color, what color would it be? I think it would be red. I've always been really envious of people with strawberry blonde, I guess you would call it, or red hair. I just think it's such a beautiful color. I don't know if I'd be able to pull it off, maybe dark red, but I don't know what I'm gonna do to my hair anytime soon. I'm quite happy with the way it is now, but I think in a parallel universe kind of thing, I would love to have red hair. Oh my god, hey, I'm Callie says, what would you tell your primary school self if you could go back in time? Primary school, does that mean junior school or senior school or just school in general? I'm just gonna say school in general. So I went to an all-girls school throughout my school years, and I think All girls' schools tend to get quite intense, especially the ones I was at. And I think I would tell myself just to calm down and like not to take things too seriously. I think friends like fall out and then get back together, and this person's that one's best friend and this one's that one, and everyone is just like, so looking back at it just felt very like, I don't know. I think I would just tell myself like, girl, you know what? It doesn't matter if this person falls out with that person and they're friends, because they'll be friends again tomorrow. Like, don't stress about it. Like, there are way more important things. And I think also I took everything so seriously. If something would happen, I just think it would be like the end of the world and like that was it, and I'd like cry for days and stuff, especially about boys. I would just tell myself to chill out. Like, girl, you will be fine. Live Love says, do you like singing or dancing more? Okay, number one is that I cannot sing. I start singing and the tune is in my head, and when it comes out my mouth, it is just, oh, I feel sorry for anyone's ears that are listening. And I feel very sorry for my shower head, because that is where I do the most singing, in the shower. I also like to dance in my shower. That is fun, dancing in front of the mirror while I'm waiting for my shower to heat up, and singing. Oh, you guys, a lot of singing and dancing goes down in my bathroom. But outside the bathroom, no, I do not sing, because I don't want to, you know, hurt anyone's earlobes. And I dance, but I like play it cool and I just sway or like, you know, shake a little bit. Lauren Mixer 6601 says, do you like Friends, the TV show? Do I like Friends? Like is an understatement here. I love Friends. I love the TV show. I could watch it every day, and at one point I did watch it every day. You don't want to know how many times I've rewatched the series. Side note, the humidity is making my hair stick to my face. Friends is like one of those shows that puts you in like an instant good mood. Like, I put it on and I just start laughing and laughing. Monam says, what is the thing you don't regret doing the most in your life? I love you and your videos, keep going. Thank you. Oh, I'm really happy you like my videos. Okay, the thing I kind of don't regret doing, but at the time I kind of thought I would regret doing it, is going to university. And that was mainly because it was a course that I wasn't mega keen on. I kind of just last minute decided to do it, mainly because I didn't know what to do. I did sociology and I just didn't really know what else to do. It was at university that I just had so much kind of like spare time where I just wanted to like not study for my exams or write essays, that I kind of stumbled across the whole YouTube thing and the whole blogging thing, and then I decided to start my own. So I think that was like the thing I don't regret doing the most, because I wouldn't be filming this video if I hadn't gone to university. Lara says, do you think about getting married and getting children? I just want to say there was a lot of questions about marriage in this Q&A. It was a very marriageable themed Q&A. Even though I am quite an old soul and sometimes I forget that I am actually young, and I think I'm a lot kind of older than I am, I'm just chilling right now. Bella George says, can you film a handbag collection video? This is another question that came up a lot, all about my handbags. So if you guys want to see a handbag collection video, let me know in the comments. FFY123 says, what is your favorite YouTuber at the moment? Tay Claire, I'll link her below, because she is just so cool and nice, and like she has such great taste and her videos are so well edited. I love her. Gina Ahmed says, when did your parents first let you start dating? What were their rules on dating, and what was your first date like? I was kind of a little bit of a naughty soul. I went off to camp one summer and I met a boy there, and we were like very young and it was just like friendly, but we would just like hang out. I never really considered it like a date, so I never really said like I was dating anyone. And then one day I just kind of came home and was like, I have a boyfriend now. My mum was really cool about it, and my dad kind of took some warming up just because I'm the eldest, I think. I think it's just important to break that like first barrier of awkwardness, and then you both kind of like get over it. CME Sherry says, how did you and Nick meet? Okay, this is a really funny story, and I don't want to tell it because Nick is so good at telling the story, so hopefully one day I will get him to come and tell you the story. What is the best thing to have come out of YouTube for you, because it's obviously had a huge impact on your life? Much love. There are so many things, and I think the main thing is like how you guys make me feel, I guess. Like, I was always a confident person, but I think my confidence has definitely grown a lot more since doing YouTube, mainly because it puts you in so many different kind of situations that you learn to deal with that you wouldn't if you weren't on YouTube. I think the best thing to come out of it is like feeling like I have the biggest family in the whole world. I can like go on Twitter at any time of day and ask you guys a question and you'll like immediately respond. Or with Instagram, like everything is just so immediate and so interactive, and I just love that aspect about it, because you just feel like so like, I don't know, like you're being hugged all the time. Emily Dunn says, where is your favorite place to go? I just love anywhere with green. Like right now I am greenery central. Greenery and like countryside and outdoorsiness just makes me like one happy person. All I need to do if I'm like stressed is like go outside and take a walk in the greenery. Faye Sibley says OTP, which is one true pairing. Seth Cohen and Summer Roberts. Can I get an amen for Seth Cohen and Summer Roberts? Did anyone used to watch the OC? Think it's time for a little crunch break, people. Maxine says, what would you rather give away, Duke or your Lorac Pro palette? Definitely my Lorac Pro if I could get another one. Danny Howard says, does your boyfriend watch your videos? Okay, so I messaged Nick and I asked him if he watched my videos, and this was how our conversation went. Okay, this was at work, so he was like quite short, but he was like, yes, and he gives you feedback and tells you YTB in the world. YTB, by the way, is code for you're the best. That's like something we just kind of came up with. I don't even know how. It was like a little private joke codey thing, so that's what that meant. I got a lot of questions about staying positive and positivity and being happy and things, so I'm gonna do a whole video on that and address everything. So if you guys have any kind of like happy positivity questions, please leave them below and I'll answer them in the video. Hey Chris Lately says, is YouTube your main job or do you have another job? So I started my blog at university whilst working in PR as well, and then after that I became the beauty editor of Suitcase magazine, and I did bits with Cosmo and Grazia as well, while still kind of like carrying on with my blog and my YouTube channel. But now I'm contributing beauty editor to Suitcase, and yes, my main job is my YouTube channel and my blog. Val L knows me very well, girl. If you had to give up all the candy, sweets or makeup, which one would you choose? I think I would give up sweets. But does that mean everyone around me would still be eating sweets like in front of me? Because that wouldn't be fair. Sweet Simplified Life says, what type of horse riding did you do? English or Western? Did you compete? I rode English my whole life, and last summer when I was at a ranch in Colorado, I rode Western. Yes, I did compete. I did show jumping and dressage, but I was never really good enough to do it full time. I just really enjoyed it. Catherine McGee says, what's your 23rd picture in your camera roll? Let's see this now. This is me and my friend Philippa on Halloween, maybe 2 or 3 years ago now. I don't really know, I just haven't really deleted it, and I was a devil and she was Clueless. Well, she wasn't Clueless, she was the girl from Clueless. Gabriella Vikova says, what do you look for in a guy and what's the greatest thing about living in the UK? Looks wise, I have a very like specific kind of type. I like the kind of like TDH men, you know, the tall, dark and handsome, know what I'm saying? Personality wise, I like someone that's like kind of easygoing, someone that I can like joke around with, but also someone that's like interesting and likes doing different things. What's the greatest thing about living in the UK? Oh, there's a cat. I didn't know there was a cat here. The greatest thing about living in the UK is like how much you can do there. I think every day there's like, you can go to so many different places and there's like always stuff going on and there's always like a hustle and bustle. So the sun has just decided to come out of the clouds just as I'm filming this video, as well as the crickets who have just reared their heads. I think the crickets and the sun just kind of like come out together. I hope you guys have enjoyed this Q&A video. Leave me any questions for the like positivity and happiness video below. I can't really see you anymore now, so I'm just gonna leave a link to all my latest videos below. So click the link and it will take you to one of my latest videos. So I'm gonna like shadily piano wave here trying to cover my eye. Look, I literally cannot see you. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye!